Hi, everyone. Okay, let's continue. Okay, we're doing the last pasuk in our section. So here we are. Al ken lo yidrechu kohenei dagon v'chol habeim beit dagon al miftan dagon ba'ashdod ad hayom hazeh. Okay, so therefore the kohanim, right, the priests of Dagon, of this god that they have, don't walk and they don't come into the shul, right, into their place of worship onto the floor, right? We said that the word miftan is a threshold, so they don't go on the floor in Ashdod. They don't do this anymore in this particular shul. Until this day, right? Until this day, up until this day, they are not going to go because of this experience of the Aron HaKodesh somehow destroying, right, their god, the Dagon. Okay, so let's go back to the slideshow. Okay, so that's where we were. We were doing the hard words, which I just read through the psukim with you. Okay, Mefarshim, quickly. Usually I do the thought questions first in my slides, but I think that in this case, we should do the Mefarshim first to clarify something, and we're just going to do one Rashi together. Okay. Rashi on the words etz el dagon, right, which was, these words were used when it describes how the Plishtim put the Aron HaKodesh next to Dagon, this god, this idol that they had. And Rashi says, he explains, demut asui ki demut dag. Okay, what does it mean? It's an idol made to look like a fish, right? The word Dagon, dag, is similar to dag. And in fact, it's probably in the Plishti language, it was probably the same word. They used dag for fish. Okay, so it looked like a fish. Okay, and I wanted to actually show you, 1 second. Sorry, here we go. These are actual depictions. These are things that were found of the idol Dagon. Okay, so the Plishtim had, this is a picture of what Dagon looked like. Okay, so it says this is an image of the Plishtim's god named Dagon. Right, he's half fish. He's like a merman, really, half fish, half human. So when it says that his arms in the psukim, it tells us that his arms and head were cut off. His palms and head were cut off. You can see that this part and this part were cut off. Okay, and this is also like a different rendering. It looks kind of different, not as much human. Okay, but this is a stone idol of the Dagon god. And here is where the hands would have been cut up and the head cut off, and the head would have been cut off. Okay, so when I come back, hopefully soon, we're going to discuss some of the implications of this Dagon, the word dag, on why they would pray at all to this weird god that looks like a fish. Like, what does that mean? Okay, but in the meantime, this is your assignment, and I'm going to post it as well in your Schoology folder. The assignment is as follows. I want you to write a letter, okay, of in the perspective, or really a diary entry in the perspective of the Plishtim and how they're feeling about first getting the Aron, right? How do you think they felt when they captured the Aron? And then how the next day, how they respond, how they feel about their idol being destroyed. Okay, so I want you again to write 2 diary entries. If you could type them, great. If you feel like writing them, that's fine too, as long as you turn them into me when I return. Okay, so I want you to write the first diary entry, as I said, about how they feel when they capture, how a Plishti person feels when they capture the Aron HaKodesh, and the second one is how he or she feels when the idol is broken the next day.